Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono. Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping knife fingers, bouncing to the groove.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here comes Benson on the toss right. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man here is Benson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
On play action, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They run run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing is Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Hurts. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Mack Wilson coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. So a big return, nearly derailed by a fumble, but they will indeed get it 1st and 10.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Austin is there and brings in another one. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals hit 6-5 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The tackle made.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Play fake. Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards are able to move back in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Ryland on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
It's the score. Cardinals 14, Eagles 10. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action with Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set him up for the first and goal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Another try for Barkley. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Murray going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Shelling through the defense. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Murray looking to change the play here.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Murray. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Eagles have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. Now Hurts on ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now Austin. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Cards will take over first and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Murray now. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do what's downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Hauled in by McBride along the sideline. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Murray now going to do it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Shotgun now from Murray. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First down. That's goal to go.
They'll run with Benson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
That's the score. Cardinals 21, Eagles 17. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He finds his man complete. It's Norton. We have played 3 quarters. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 38-yard line.
Second down and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hurts. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
They're on 36-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's second and a yard. They run over center with Benson. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Another run here with Benson. And this time he is in. Trey Benson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a fourth quarter lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Eagles 24.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes second down. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
At the 44-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. They'll come up now. This is second and long. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority one.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here now, 2nd and goal. Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Philadelphia, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Arizona,
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men that been to jail before? Whoa, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You going poke the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking true, but I'm not him, right, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Come with the mic, characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You act, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If you up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the best, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my big baller. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside.
It's got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Come on. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Can do now.